Hello, guys. So today I would like to share 5 things that I wish someone had told me when I started my drawing journey. I think that the tips that I'm going to share today can save you a lot of energy, a lot of time, and most importantly, save you from a lot of self doubt moments. These are lessons that I have learned the hard way. So, of course, I like to share so you don't have to go through the same thing. If you're new here, I'm Christelle. I love pencil drawing and sharing meaningful conversation with you. So, subscribe and take on the journey with me. And if you're familiar, well, welcome back. Let's dive into today's subject. The first thing that I want to talk about is the fact that you can absolutely start where you are and with what you have. This is so cliche. Everybody says it because it is true. You don't need the fancy equipment, you don't need the fancy studio to start or the fancy pencils. You can literally start with what you have. When I started my journey, I didn't have any premium supplies or a drawing table. This can absolutely make you second guess your place as an artist or a starting artist, but don't let this stop you from starting. Start where you are, start with what you have. What I did back then is, fortunately, there were an art store next to where I was living back then. It was literally 2 minutes by foot, and I would go there and grab the basic, the cheapest pencils and paper, and I was drawing in my living room. I had no desk. That did not prevent me from improving. Over time, you naturally learn about all the other tools and the professional tools, and naturally you will start to build your collection. You will start to know what tools work the best for you, and you will start to build your own set of tools little by little. And this is the same thing for your drawing space. With time, you will get to make it into something more comfortable and more inspiring. Don't overlook the space that you already have in your room, in your living room, whatever. It can do the job. So don't wait for the perfect setup. Don't put a lot of pressure on yourself. Don't even spend a lot of money on those things in the beginning. It will come with time and naturally. Something that I want to do in my next video is to show you exactly the tools that I use now, but also how I use them and how you can achieve a professional result with budget friendly tools or alternatives. So make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for that video. The second thing that I want to talk about is that progress is not linear and learning is a roller coaster. The thing is, one day you will feel unstoppable because you have been practicing one skill and you're nailing it and you feel like the best artists in the world all of a sudden. And the next day you'll feel like you have messed up badly. I want you to know that this is absolutely normal. At least it was for me, because as I was focusing on one specific task of a drawing and I will make progress. And the next day I will start practicing something else, take on another project, another subject, and feel like crap because yeah, it was not looking good at all. And I have come to accept that each drawing, each project comes with its challenges. And the thing with this kind of practice also is to figure things out as they come to us the first time. So you have to have that in mind. The progress, it's not linear, but it has its ups and downs, and that is completely normal. And that's why it's important to practice with a purpose and not pressure. So if you have a purpose in mind and you stay consistent and track your progress, you will see results. So you can focus on proportion, on texture. You can start taking on bigger projects and so on and so forth. This is what will keep you inspired and motivated to keep going. You have to be able to embrace the mistakes, especially with realism and realistic drawing. You will often go through what I call the ugly stage, and you have to push through it because it's only on the other side, after you have put in the work and the perseverance, that you will see your drawing start to come to life. So don't give up too soon. The ugly stage is completely normal. It's frustrating, especially when you're beginning, but I'll tell you that it is normal. In my previous video, I shared how I taught myself how to draw and how I was able to push through all the difficulties of learning by myself. So, number three on my list, stepping back is not quitting. Being passionate does not mean that you can take a break. Sometimes you're just frustrated with your work. Sometimes you just want to rest a little bit. So don't ever feel guilty for stepping back. Resting can even help you improve because now you have time to recharge and you can come back more inspired and ready to challenge yourself and to grow. In that way, I think for most creatives and artists in general, resting is really powerful and productive because creativity needs to breathe a little bit. Sometimes you just need to step back and see things with on a different angle through different lenses. That helps you create differently and with a different energy. Number four, it's okay to feel a little jealous sometimes. Let me explain why. Jealousy is just an emotion, just like sadness, like joy. It's a human thing. Unfortunately, it's an emotion that has so much negativity around it. We often feel guilty for feeling like that. But when you see an artist or a creative that you admire, or anybody in life in general, the feeling that you're experiencing is trying to show you something, to teach you something about yourself. So most of the time, it's because you're seeing something that you would like to achieve for yourself, for your art, for your growth. Instead of trying to suppress that feeling, you can use it as a motivation, as an inspiration. And the first step is to ask yourself why this artist or this person inspires you. What do you see in their work that you would like to also find in your art, in your work, in your life? It's, I think, important to investigate and not to suppress the feeling and the emotion altogether. Just when you're playing this game, don't be trapped into comparing yourself too much. The thing is, you want to be inspired, you want to be motivated by something, but you don't want to compare yourself too much with another person because everybody and every artist is on their own path. All you can do is take what inspires you and add that into your own path, into your own journey, and keep moving. Number five and final tip on my list, starting your journey as an artist or deciding to practice more consistently can be a lonely journey, but it doesn't have to be. I personally have started alone in my corner, but often try to find ways to connect with other people, whether they're artists or creatives in general or entrepreneurs. Also try to go to exhibitions. When I started in the very beginning, I didn't do all of that. All I had was I had an art store just 2 minutes away from my home at that time, and I'll often go there and chit chat with the lady who owned the store because she was an art teacher and she had a lot of helpful and valuable insight. She would also organize a lot of workshops in her store, and even today I try to attend events and to do some workshops myself, just to make contact with other creatives, other artists, or curious people that can understand the journey. And it's a lot of discussions and valuable insights that can help you grow. It's also a way to get feedback on your work. It's very important to try and build a community, even if it's a small one, just to feel that you're not alone. You can do this in person, you can do this online. Nowadays, it's even easier to do that than to find real event or to have a studio. You have a lot of options nowadays, even building your own community via social media. I have my own Patreon community, and if you're interested, I'll share the link in the description box. It is a community where you can find a feedback for your work, when you can chit chat with other artists, and of course you can find tips and tutorials to help you grow your drawing skills and grow as an artist, and you can learn with me. So that's it for today's video. I hope my tips gives you a little encouragement for your own path. And if you find my video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to share with a friend who might need to see it as well. And let me know in the comments, what is that one thing that you wish you would have known when you started your drawing journey or your artistic journey? Or maybe what is the one thing that is holding you from starting? Maybe what you need is for us to discuss that one thing that is holding you back still. So let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, keep creating. And I'll see you in the next video.